Can it be that it was all so simple? Remember this nightmare that seems to be over now in Houston? The NBA parlay starts because we're going to find a play that you probably overlooked, thinking, well, there's no Russell Westbrook, there's no James Harden, there's no star power. Alperin, who? I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. We open up with the Houston Rockets. It's a new era. By the way, this team playing at a snail's pace, as is the Miami Heat. So you've got two slow-paced teams here. It's going to benefit Houston on the road. Miami, first game back after a road trip. I want you to think about something, all right? And this is why you come here, not just for the free picks. This is why you come to the OddsShopper YouTube page for insight and analysis like this. It's one thing to return home from a road stand where it's like, okay, you played 4 or 5 games on the road, first game home. There's a little bit of just, you're back home, right? You're back home with your people. You're back home with your man, your woman, whatever you're fancy, what have you. You're back home. Now you're back home in South Beach. You're not back home in Minnesota. You're not back home in Nebraska. You're back home in South Beach. Yeah, you better believe that we're opening up our very first play of the day, at least leg is concerned, is going to be the Houston Rockets plus 3.5. This is already steaming. At 3.5, I'm fine with it. It's a full possession. What's that? What's a full possession? Full possession means anything 3 or less is a full possession because, likelihood of a 4-point play. Okay, I'll stand corrected at the time. But essentially 2, you can still get beat by 3. 3, we're covered. It's a hook. 3 is a key number, it seems like. 7, the biggest. But here, we're okay at plus 3.5. Biggest thing that we're doing. I'm Eytan. Appreciate you rolling with us, as always, here on the NBA Parlay. Let's go to our second game. You can hit that thumbs up button. That would be gigantic. The Boston Celtics. Didn't these two teams just play? Right? Didn't we just see this? I thought we did. We just saw Jason Tatum dominate. What do they call it? Wire to wire. Yeah, wire to wire. So what do you think? You're just going to jump on the same scenario here again? You think, well, I saw it just recently. It's bound to repeat. History is bound to repeat, right? Not so much. I wouldn't jump on that quite yet. I wouldn't look at it to the extent of it will be a duplicate of what you just saw in their most recent outing. The biggest thing, not necessarily Jason Tatum going hard as a mug, but more so the Indiana Pacers. The pacing, the speed, we just talked about slow on the road helps a Houston team. Granted, they're taking on Miami, who probably had a cocktail or two last night. But I think in this case, the regression to the mean is that Indiana just starts scoring some points. They lead the NBA in points per game, and they had their lowest outing of the season. Do you think that's going to stay the same? Do you think the fact that they couldn't hit anything from 3 is going to stay the same? You know the answer to this. These are rhetorical questions that we ask. So this one, too, look at this. This one, too, down to 3.5. It's moving, folks. People are waking up maybe and saying, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. That's right. We're at plus 272 right now. This is our 2-leg parlay, but we're going to add one more. We got to add one more. I'm excited where we are right now because I think we're taking advantage of the repeat circumstance with the Pacers and really good spot here for Houston. As you've seen, this thing has trickled down from 4.5 to 3.5. It probably will get even less of an edge for the Rockets as we get closer to tip. But, we have one more. One more. What's going on in OKC? What's going on with the Thunder? Does anybody have any idea? They're panicking. They're panicking in OKC. Well, you don't have a lot of years built up of success, so I would understand. This isn't like Philadelphia Eagles fans panicking here in Philly after what they just saw against the Giants. No. Little different. The Thunder have lost 2 straight. What I love about this is that they've still won 7 of 10. They're still on an absolute tear right now. Do you know who they play tonight? Don't worry, another rhetorical question. Do you know who they play? The Washington Wizards. So in this process here, it's not even a matter of how much do they win by because this ridiculous spread. It's what does Washington have to offer? And I'm telling you absolutely nothing. They're lucky to get a buck in this game. Plus 627. There's your 3-leg parlay. I appreciate you rolling with us. If you want more of this and actual solo plays to player props, we invite you to subscribe. We invite you to be a part of OddsShopper, the community here. We have over 110,000 strong. There's a reason for that. Under 246.5 is where we end. The Thunder love to score off turnovers. Washington's going to be bombarded. He's not going to know which way to look halfway through this basketball game. And if anything, the Thunder are even prone to a letdown, not just that because they lost 2 straight, because they're going up against the Wizards on the road. This is a low-scoring game written all over it. You have a plus 627 3-leg parlay. You're welcome. Again, you are more than welcome to subscribe. I invite you to hit the thumbs up button again if you haven't and be a part of this massive community. I gave it to you on BetMGM, 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER, because I want you here. Now, look, I'll do a couple of things for you. I'll give you this first bet back on MGM up to $1,500. Doesn't have to be, but it can be up to $1,500 back in your account. And I'll give you 2 months of the OddsShopper premium site absolutely free. Okay, so you're getting all of that on top of signing up to BetMGM. All of this is here below. You can follow me on Twitter if you're not already at Shander Show. So appreciate that. And you can see some highlights of what we've done. Ron Rivera, that got a little pub here. But, look, we're using the site. We invite you to OddsShopper Premium to show you, hey, we're using the site. And you get the Discord. Just let you see this. We get the Discord. All right, daily picks. I'm showing you daily picks. Look, I'm giving you Matt Gajewski college basketball picks. I'm taking you behind the paywall, folks. Love it. Appreciate you all being with us. Another NBA parlay to come on Tuesday. Until then, have a happy, safe, profitable Monday.